Hi, hello everyone. I'm Kevin Zhu from HB Aruba Networking Technical Enablement. Today I will show you how to do Cloud Auth with Okta Workforce Identity Cloud. Three steps. First, config Okta application. In this step, we will get application client ID and application client secret. Second, we need config Okta API service. And in this step, we will get Okta domain service client ID and the service client secret. The third step, config Okta user and the group. We should assign user or group to the application we just configured. So this is the interface in Aruba Central showing what information we need. There's 5 elements. As I said, we need Okta domain, we need service client ID, service client secret. Those 3 we need to go to API service. For client ID and client secret, we need to go to Okta Cloud Authentication, Cloud Auth OCID application. So now let's do a quick demo. So first, in Aruba Central, nothing fancy. We need a group, AP group, and we need SSID. In this case, I'm using Okta test as a SSID. And just here we need Cloud Auth as a primary authentication server. That's it. And also we need config role, firewall role. In this case, we have contractor and employee, which are needed in the later configurations. Then we go to global security, authentication and policy, configuration. We need reset. So this is a new configuration, click edit. Now we can see we support Google Workspace, Microsoft Entra ID, and Okta. So now we need 5 informations. So let's go to Okta. So first you should go to admin console. As I mentioned, we need application first. So go to application, applications. You can search. Here we need Cloud Auth. So we have 2. This is what we need is application. This is API service. We will use this later. So click that, Cloud Auth OIDC, and add integration, and click done. Now we click sign on. Here we can get this application client ID. Let's copy that. Then client secret, copy that. Then go to click edit. So now we need enter the redirect URI. So go to Aruba Central. Here you can copy redirect URI and paste to here. And here we need Okta username. Format is email. So now save. So next step, step 2, we should go to config API service. So click API service integration, add integration, and we can see here is HPE Aruba Networking Cloud Auth API service. Choose this, scroll down, next, and click install and authorize. So now this is client secret. This is the service client secret. So we can copy that to here. Then you can also see this is Okta domain. Paste that, copy that. We don't need HTTPS, and this is service client ID. Just copy that. So now we got all the information we need. So now let's go back Aruba Central. So first, client ID, domain information, client secret, then service client ID, and the service secret. Okay, so now you can click connect to test. So it's successful. So now we should configure user groups to client role mapping. If you don't config, by default you will get deny role. So you have to config. So in this case, we got two groups from Okta. One is contractor, one is employee. So if the user belong to employee group, we got, for example, in this case, we got employee role. If the user belong to contractor group, we got contract firewall role. So next, save. Okay, that's all for Aruba Central. Let me let's go back to Okta. You have to add the step 3, user and group. So you should add some group. For example, here we have a contractor employee. If you have some new group, for example, is finance. So you got a new group. You have to wait a few seconds. So you got a finance group. There's 0 people. There's a user. So you can add some user to this group. Okay. Click the people, you can add the user. In this case, we have already had user 1 and user 2. So user 1's email is user1@arubatraining.com. User 2 is user2 arubatraining.com. So let's click this user. The step 3, in step 3, you have to assign this user to some applications. So you can assign this user to this group application. You can do that, or you can just click the group. Click the group and click the applications. Assign this group to some applications. So let's assign this. Also, we have another group, contractor group. You can do that. See? If you don't want to assign all user in some group to this application, you have to click the user like one by one, assign special people or special user to Cloud Auth application. Okay, now let's test. So first, you go to Global Security Authentication Policy Configuration and click Edit. You can see here we have user onboarding URL. You can just open that. Now we can install the profile and the client certificate by Aruba Onboard application. So since I have already installed this, so I can click the second option. Yes, I already have Aruba application. So user is not okay. I think let me copy that. Oh, sorry. Copy and to a new browser, and now I enter the email. And password. Okay, let's install. Oh, sorry here. So now next, set up network profile. Okay, click. Now let's connect the Okta test SSID. So this client certificate has already downloaded. So click that, and it's connected. So now we go to security and click the list. Now you can see user 1 status is accepted. It's got employee role. And go to the client. Here it's employee role, user 1. Click the client, security. You can see some AAA information. A little slower. Okay, so you can see group, employee group, ID, IDP, Okta, and accepted. Okay, so one thing I want to show you, this is not recommended, but for testing, you can optionally go to the security authentication policy. So let's show this first. Go to the application. Edit. Click sign on. So in the end, we can see user authentication policy is any 2 factors. So let's go to security authentication policy, any 2 factors. So let's click this. And for testing, just for testing purpose, I manually add this password test only. So what's this? So means all the user belong to employee group will only do 1 factor authentication. so I don't do two factors. That's why you can say when I enter the password, it's passed. It didn't ask me do the second factor authentication. Okay, that's here. So just only for test. Okay. So next, if you want to, for example, you want to, this guy is just left the company, so you can just suspend. You can do this like suspend this. Okay, it's suspended. So let's look at the. Okay, it's already. Let's see. Okay, now it's disconnected and try to reconnect. Let's do that, and cannot connect. Okay, so let's go back to check. So now you can see user is rejected. What's the reason? Invalid certification, because this user has been suspended. Okay, that's all for today. I think this integration is much easier than compare Microsoft Intro ID and Google Workspace. Those two integration videos has already posted in our technical enablement website. You can, if you feel interested, just go ahead to check. That's all for today. Thank you very much.